Close your eyes. What do you hear? Not the sounds of the world outside, but the noise inside, the constant hum of thoughts, worries, and memories, a storm that never seems to cease. But what if I told you that within this storm there is a quiet, steady signal, a cosmic whisper? Tonight, we will not fight the noise. We will listen to it until it transforms into the most profound silence you have ever known. Let my voice be your guide as we tune into the background noise of your mind and discover the peace that lies beneath. Ancient astronomers believed in the music of the spheres, a divine harmony created by the movement of celestial bodies, a sound too perfect for human ears. In modern times, science found something similar, a faint, persistent glow in every direction we look, the cosmic microwave background, the echo of the Big Bang itself. This is the background noise of the universe. Your mind, in its own way, is a universe. It, too, has a background noise, an echo of its own creation, its own life. It is not a flaw to be silenced. It is a feature to be understood. It is the hum of life itself, waiting to become a lullaby. Settle in now. Find your own quiet harbor of comfort. Let the weight of your body feel welcome, supported, sinking softly down into perfect rest. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to be. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Here, now, take a gentle breath in, filling your lungs with calm. And with a long, slow sigh, let it all go. Feel the world outside begin to dissolve, its edges softening, its sounds becoming distant echoes, like a far-off shore receding with the tide, until all that remains is a peaceful, boundless ocean of quiet. And in this beautiful quiet space, we can begin our journey inward. This is not a great effort. It is a simple turn of attention, a soft pivot of your awareness, a gentle curiosity. We turn away from the world we can see and touch, and we turn toward the world that you are. Let's take that first step together, across a silent, unseen threshold, into the vast, undiscovered country of your own mind. Now let's simply pause for a moment, standing at the very edge of this inner landscape. Before you, a great and luminous city unfolds, a vibrant, sprawling metropolis of thought and feeling that is uniquely, wondrously yours. This is the city of your inner world. Its lights shimmer and pulse in the soft twilight of consciousness. Millions of tiny lights, each one a thought, a memory, a dream. Its energy is a gentle, palpable presence, a deep and constant hum that resonates through the very core of your being. This is where we first become aware of what some call the background noise of the mind. But if you listen closely, with a gentle ear, you will find it is not noise at all. It is music. It is the sound of life itself, the sound of a city that never truly sleeps, but instead dreams in 1,000 different colors. You can hear the gentle rush and flow of thoughts, like endless streams of silent traffic, their headlights gliding along unseen highways. Some are bright and fast, fleeting ideas, sudden inspirations, passing in a brilliant flash of light and then gone. Others are slow, steady, peaceful currents, the gentle, meandering rivers of memory and deep reflection. Listen. Distant whispers drift on the internal breeze. They are fragments of conversations you've had, echoes of music you love, the cadence of a voice you miss, a line from a book that settled deep in your soul. Far off, on the horizon of your awareness, you might see the steady, unwavering glow of taller structures. They stand resolute against the skyline. These are your deeper beliefs, your cherished hopes, your core values, the quiet, foundational architecture of who you are. This constant, quiet murmur, this endless, gentle motion, it is not a distraction to be silenced. It is not chaos. It is the living, breathing, beautiful tapestry of you. It is the cosmic whisper of your own personal universe. And tonight, we will not try to quiet this city. We will simply be gentle visitors here. We will walk its glowing streets not to change a thing, but simply to observe, to understand, to be present with it all, and in that gentle presence, to find the profound peace that lies at its very heart. So let us take our first step together now, drifting softly into the gentle, luminous hum of your mind. From this high, quiet vantage point, we can begin to see the city for what it is, a living landscape of light and sound. And as we look closer, we start to notice the patterns, the endless, flowing traffic of the mind. Look down at the main avenues, see the quick, bright headlights slicing through the darkness, a blur of red tail lights fading into the distance. These are your worries. Each one is a fast-moving car, a fleeting thought on an urgent errand, rushing from one point to another. Believing its destination is the most important thing in the world. It has somewhere to be, something to solve. But you are not behind the wheel. You do not need to grip it tightly. You do not need to press the accelerator. You simply watch the stream of light flow by, a river of urgency that does not need to carry you away. Just watch them go, fading one by one into the night. And now, notice the other vehicles, the larger, slower forms, moving with a gentle, steady rhythm. These are the city buses of your memory. Their windows are warmly lit from within, and through the glass you can almost see the faces of the past. They travel the same familiar routes night after night, pausing at corners you know so well. They are not in a hurry. They are simply completing a circuit, a scenic tour of a day gone by, a person you once knew, a feeling you once felt. There is no rush to get on board, no fare to pay. It is enough to simply watch the warm glow of the bus as it rumbles peacefully down a quiet street, a gentle current pulling you nowhere. Now listen. Listen closely, beneath the hum of the traffic and deeper than the rumble of the buses. Can you hear it? A faint, persistent sound, a distant siren echoing between the tall buildings of your consciousness. This is the sound of anxiety. It's not a car you can see. It's not a bus you can ride. It is a feeling in the air. A vibration that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. A question that never fully forms. A warning about a danger that may never arrive. It rises and falls. A constant presence on the very edge of your hearing. But from up here, from this place of stillness, you realize it is just one sound among many. It is not an alarm for you. It is not a call to action. It is simply part of the city's nocturnal song. You see, you are the observer, the silent witness in the window. You are not the frantic driver, lost in the rush of worry. You are not a passenger, carried away on a tour of memory. And you are not the source of the siren's long and lonely call. You are the stillness that holds the entire city. You are the quiet night sky that allows every light to be seen. You watch the worries flash by. You see the memories drift past. You hear the anxieties echo and fade. None of it requires you to leave this peaceful place. You are simply here, watching the beautiful, complex, and ever-moving city of your mind as it slowly, gently prepares for its own kind of silence, its own kind of sleep. And now we listen closer. We lean into that gentle hum, that cosmic whisper. And as we do, the sound begins to change. It separates into 1,000 smaller threads of sound, like standing on a quiet hill, overlooking a city at twilight. Imagine this city is your own mind, a place of winding streets and amber-lit windows. This is the landscape of your inner world, and it is filled with life, Look down at the streets below. See the figures moving with quick, determined steps. These are the messengers. They carry the to-do lists of your day. They rush from one place to another, with scrolls of parchment in their hands. Each one holds a task, a reminder, a plan for tomorrow. Listen to the soft tapping of their feet on the cobblestones, a rhythm of purpose, of things that must be done. You can see their focus, their dedication. But you are not on the street with them. You are simply watching from a place of stillness. Their messages are not for you, right now. Their urgency does not need to be your own. They are merely the couriers of the city, part of its nightly dance. Let them pass. Watch them turn a corner and disappear, their footsteps fading into a gentle echo. They are just a part of the city's hum. Now, let's lift our gaze from the busy streets, look up towards the rooftops, the balconies, the quiet spires. Here you will find other figures. They are not rushing. They are still. These are the daydreamers. They lean against ancient brickwork, their faces turned toward the velvet sky. They are not looking at the path ahead, but at the vastness above. They are tracing constellations with a quiet finger. They are watching clouds of thought drift by like silver ships. They are weaving stories from starlight and possibility. One is dreaming of a distant shore. Another is composing a silent melody. A third is simply breathing in the cool night air, lost in a feeling of peace. Their energy is different. It is slow, expansive, and soft. They are the poets of your mind, the artists, the stargazers. You do not need to know their stories. You only need to notice their presence. They add a note of wonder to the city's symphony. And elsewhere, in quiet courtyards, there are others. The storytellers sit around a gentle light. These are your memories. They murmur tales of yesterday, of laughter shared, of lessons learned. Their voices are not loud. They are a soft, foundational hum, the history written into the city's stones. You can feel their warmth, but you do not need to sit and listen to every word. Their stories are safe. They are part of you. In the towers there are the map-makers. These are the worries, meticulously charting paths that may never be taken. They draw lines to imagined futures, preparing for every possibility. See their craft not as a threat, but as a strange and dedicated art. They are simply trying to protect the city. From your peaceful vantage point, you can appreciate their work without walking their roads. All of these characters, the hurried messengers, the patient stargazers, the quiet storytellers, and the careful map-makers, they are not you. They are the inhabitants of your inner world. And the cosmic whisper is the sound of them all. It is the murmur of the storytellers, blended with the footsteps of the messengers. It is the quiet sigh of the dreamer, mixed with the scratching pen of the map-maker. It is the sound of a living city, a city that breathes and moves, all on its own. You are not its mayor. You are not its traffic controller. You are the quiet sky that holds it all, the silent witness to this beautiful, intricate dance. And as the witness, you can simply observe, allowing the city to hum its nightly song as you drift deeper and deeper into rest. To truly hear the whisper, we must first change our perspective. We cannot hear the ocean by holding a single drop of water to our ear. We must stand on the shore. We must allow the sound of a million merging waves to become one voice, and so it is with the mind. Down in the streets, the noise is everything. A thought honks its horn. A memory calls out from a distant window. A worry rushes past, a siren in the dark. Each sound is separate. Each sound is sharp and demands your attention. But let us not stay here, on the ground level. There is another way to listen. Together, let us find a higher vantage point. Imagine, right now, in the very center of this bustling city of your mind, there stands a tower. It is not made of steel or glass. It is made of stillness, of silence. It has always been there, waiting for you. You may not have noticed it before, lost in the traffic of the day. But now you see it. It rises, slender and calm, into the quiet of the night sky. Let us walk towards it. Feel the ground become steadier with each step. The frantic energy of the streets begins to soften. You arrive at a simple, ancient door. It opens with no sound. Inside, a spiral staircase winds gently upwards. The air is cool and peaceful. Place your hand on the railing. It is smooth, worn by time and quiet contemplation. And now you begin to climb. One step, then another. There is no rush. There is only the gentle rhythm of your own ascent. With each upward turn, the sounds of the city below begin to change. They lose their sharp edges. The individual voices, the shouts and the calls, they begin to blur. The distinct, urgent noises blend into one another. Higher and higher you climb. The staircase is a ribbon of stone, leading you away from the complex and the immediate. You are rising above the chaos. You are ascending into observation. You feel a sense of lightness growing within you, a gentle detachment. The problems and plans on the streets below seem smaller now, more distant, less demanding. Finally, you reach the top. You step out onto an open balcony, a viewing platform in the clouds. The air up here is clear and crisp. You are surrounded by the deep, velvet expanse of the sky. Lean against the cool stone parapet. Breathe. And now, look down. Look down upon the city of your mind. It is no longer a maze of confusing streets. From here, you can see the whole pattern. You see the avenues of thought, glowing like rivers of light. You see the quiet, sleeping districts of memory. You see the clusters of bright energy where new ideas are being born. It is a vast, interconnected landscape, a beautiful living tapestry of light and shadow. And now, listen. Just listen. What do you hear from this height? The horns are gone. The sirens are gone. The individual, anxious voices have faded. You can no longer pick them apart. You do not need to. Instead, they have all merged. They have woven themselves together into a single, continuous sound. A soft, steady, and consistent hum. It is the sound of the entire city breathing as one. The hum of 1,000,000 tiny processes all working in concert. It is the sound of life itself, the collected energy of your entire being. This is the background noise. This is the cosmic whisper. It was never a single voice speaking a secret. It is the harmony of all your voices, singing the same endless song. It is not a sound to be analyzed. It is a current to float upon. A gentle, resonant vibration that holds everything together. The deep, steady hum of your own universe. Constant, calm, and always here, waiting for you to climb high enough to hear it. And so, we leave the quiet streets of the mind city. We step back from the windows and the distant lights, but the sound remains. That low, constant hum, the blended vibration of 1,000,000 sleeping stories. Listen to it now. Listen closely to its texture. Does it not remind you of something else? A sound from a different room, a different time. It is the sound of static, the gentle, persistent hiss of a radio, lost between stations. Think of your mind not as a city now, but as an old, familiar receiver. Its antenna is always raised, always listening, always pulling signals from the vast, open air of your experience. The airwaves are filled, not with silence, but with a cosmic dust of sound. Every fleeting thought is a crackle, every unresolved worry a pop, every memory from a distant year a faint, distorted melody that drifts in and out of focus. This is the background noise, the static of being. And what is our first instinct when we hear such noise? We want to turn it off, to find the button, to pull the plug, to plunge the room into a deep and total quiet. We believe the goal is silence, an empty channel, a dead frequency. But we are not here to turn the radio off. That is a battle you cannot win. The mind, you see, has no off switch. Its nature is to receive, to process, to hum with the energy of life. To try and force it into silence is to fight against its very design. So let us try something different, something gentler. Our task is not to destroy the radio, but to learn how to use it, to become the patient operator in the quiet hours of the night. Imagine your hand reaching out, not with force, but with a light and steady grace. Your fingers find the tuning dial. It feels cool and solid beneath your touch. And now we begin to turn it. Slowly, deliberately. Feel the subtle shift as the knob glides. We are not frantically searching for a station. We are not trying to escape the static. We are simply exploring the spectrum, listening through the static, listening within it. Because somewhere, hidden in the constant hiss and fuzz, there is a signal, a clear broadcast, a soft voice, or a steady, peaceful tone. It has been there all along, waiting for you to tune in, waiting for you to stop fighting the noise and start listening for the music. This is our work, to gently, patiently turn the dial. And so, we learn to tune the inner radio. Your mind has been broadcasting all day long. It has been reporting the weather of your worries. It has played the songs of your memories, a constant stream of information, a river of noise. We are not here to build a dam. We are not here to stop the flow. We are simply learning to listen differently. Imagine your awareness is a gentle hand, and this hand rests upon an old, familiar dial, the dial of your attention. Feel the static, the crackle of the day's concerns, the faint, looping melodies of conversations past. Let them be. They are just distant stations, fading on the airwaves. Do not try to force the dial to a silent frequency. That creates more noise, more resistance. Instead, just allow your touch to soften. Let your focus become light, effortless, and begin to listen not to the sounds themselves, but to the space around them. Listen for the tiny, fleeting moments of quiet, the gaps between the transmissions, the pause that hangs in the air after a thought has finished, and before the next one has begun. At first, these moments may seem impossibly small, a microsecond of peace, a breath of stillness, but they are there, always. These gaps are the true frequency we seek. Lean into them. Let your awareness settle in these little pockets of calm. Notice their quality. This silence is not empty. It has a texture, a presence. Perhaps it feels like cool, dark velvet, or the deep, resonant hum of an empty cathedral. It is a stillness that is alive. The loud thoughts are like waves crashing on the shore. But we are learning to listen for the sound of the deep ocean itself, the vast, steady pulse beneath the surface chaos. Each time you notice a thought, a worry, a plan, gently, without judgment, bring your attention back to the space that follows it, the calm pool it leaves in its wake. This is the art of subtle listening, not straining to hear, but relaxing to receive. You are tuning out the noise, not by silencing it, but by becoming more interested in the quiet. You are turning your attention from the bright, loud stars to the vast, beautiful darkness that holds them all. The more you rest in these spaces, the more they will begin to expand. The tiny gaps will link together, forming quiet pathways through the mind. The frantic static begins to soften. its sharp edges dissolving into a gentle hum. You are not forcing the radio to be quiet. You are simply remembering how to listen to the sound of the silence itself. And it is in that silence, in that rich, deep quiet, that the real broadcast is waiting for you, the subtle transmission, the cosmic whisper. And so, we drift within the static, the gentle crackle of leftover thoughts, the soft hiss of memory and dream. It is like standing in a gentle rain of falling dust, each particle a moment from your day, each one a tiny, fading spark. We have learned to listen to this rain, to let it wash over us without attachment. But now, we are going to listen deeper, deeper than the surface noise, deeper than the echoes and the whispers of the world. Because beneath it all, there is something else, a constant, a foundation. It is time to listen now for the carrier wave. Imagine an old radio in a quiet room. You turn the dial slowly, and between the stations of loud music and speaking voices, there is that static, that familiar textured sound of nothing. But if you listen very, very closely, beneath that hiss and pop, there is a single, unwavering tone, a low, gentle hum, the sound of the machine itself, alive and waiting. The power that flows through it, that is the carrier wave. Your mind has one, too. It has always been there, a deep and steady current flowing beneath the choppy surface of your thoughts. While the waves of worry and planning crash and foam above, this current moves with a slow, planetary grace, unchanging, unbothered. Let your awareness sink down now, past the rainfall of thoughts, past the shifting weather of your emotions, down, down into the quiet, deep waters of your own being, and just listen. Don't search for it. Simply create the space for it to be heard. At first you may not notice it at all. It is not a sound that arrives in your ears. It is a resonance felt more than it is heard. A subtle vibration, like the deep, low note of a cello played in a distant hall. You feel it in your chest, a gentle thrumming, a pulse that is slower and more profound than your own heart. This is the baseline of your consciousness, the fundamental tone upon which all the other sounds of your mind are built. It is a steady, constant frequency. It was here yesterday. It will be here tomorrow. It is the silence that holds the noise, the stillness that allows for motion. Feel that deep, subtle vibration. It is the first true hint of the mystery we are seeking. This is not the whisper itself. Not yet. This is the river upon which the message will travel. This is the clean, open channel, cleared of all interference, the steady hum of the universe resonating deep within you. Let this deep hum be your anchor. As other thoughts drift by, like clouds in the sky, let them go. Return your focus to this deep, internal resonance. This is the first note, the first true signal in the quiet. This is the signature of the cosmic whisper, making itself known. A deep, peaceful and unwavering hum, cradling you as you drift. The steady, silent engine of your inner cosmos. Let us now shift our awareness from merely listening to truly feeling. Imagine this carrier wave, this cosmic whisper, not as a sound that enters your ears, but as a current that rises from deep within you. Allow your attention to drift to the very center of your chest, and here begin to feel it, a gentle, resonant hum, a vibration so subtle it is almost imperceptible, like the softest purr of a contented cat, echoing in your sternum, or the deep, silent thrum of the earth itself, felt through the soles of your feet. This is not a nervous tremble, it is a vibration of pure being, a quiet affirmation that you are here, that you are present, and that you are safe. Now from this gentle, thrumming center, feel a warmth begin to bloom, Follow this warmth as it flows, a slow golden tide washing down your arms, spreading through your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, all the way to the very tips of your fingers. Feel each finger tingle with this placid heat, and feel it pour downward through your torso, a liquid ease flowing into your hips, down through your legs, unraveling every knot of tension as it passes. Each muscle softens, each fiber lets go. Bathed in this silent, flowing peace, your limbs feel heavy, but it is the comforting weight of deep relaxation, the pleasant gravity of letting go. Now guide this sensation upward. Let this gentle energy rise from your chest through your throat, and feel it gather as a soothing pressure behind your eyes. This is not the pressure of strain or of a long day. It is the pressure of release. It is the gentle weight of a velvet curtain, slowly drawing closed on the theatre of your day. It is a soft, steady signal to your mind, a signal that it is time to turn inward, to release the world of sight, and to embrace the world of inner space. This is the physical signature of your inner quiet. The body's own lullaby, translating the mind's whisper into a language you can feel, a language of deep, profound, and welcoming rest. Think of a sound you barely notice, a sound that is always there, like the gentle hum of a refrigerator in a quiet kitchen, or the soft, steady breath of a fan turning the air in your room. Perhaps it is the sound of distant rain, a gentle rhythm on the window pane, a sound that has become part of the silence itself. You hear it, but you don't listen. Your mind, in its infinite wisdom, has learned to file it away. It becomes a texture of the room, a color in the quiet. This is a skill we learn without ever being taught, the art of ignoring. The mind is a masterful editor. It knows what to keep in focus and what to gently fade into the background. It creates a quiet canvas so that you can paint your thoughts upon it. It quiets the world so that you can hear your own voice. This process is a constant, silent gift, a filtering of the world just for you. But tonight, we will do something different. Something deliberate, something wonderfully quiet. Tonight, we choose to reverse this beautiful process, just for a little while. And so we begin the art of listening inward. Instead of turning the volume down on the ambient noise, we are choosing to turn it up, not with effort, not with force, but with gentle, curious attention. That whisper we spoke of earlier, the mind's own background static. We are now choosing to hear it. We are taking this sound, this cosmic whisper, and we are inviting it forward. Imagine you are in a quiet forest. At first you hear only the wind, but as you stand still, as you truly listen, you begin to hear more. The rustle of a single leaf, the distant call of a bird, the hum of life itself. You are not creating these sounds. You are simply choosing to notice them. We are doing the same right now, within the landscape of your own mind. We are shifting our attention. We are moving the spotlight from the stage of our thoughts to the quiet, vast audience of our awareness. We are allowing the background to become the foreground. Let the hum of your own consciousness rise to meet you. Do not judge it. Do not name it. Simply notice it, the same way you would notice the gentle patter of rain on the roof. This is not a distraction you need to push away. This is the very sound we are seeking. It is the resonance of you, the fundamental frequency of your own quiet being. Let it be the only song you hear, the gentle, steady, ever-present hum of your own universe, breathing. And now, a change begins, a subtle shift in the landscape of your mind. The static, that storm of thought, does not vanish in a flash. Instead, it begins to recede. You are not pushing the thoughts away. You are not silencing them. You are simply adjusting the dial of your awareness, ever so gently. Your focus deepens on that quiet, steady hum beneath it all, the carrier wave, the whisper. And as you rest your attention there, a curious thing happens. The loudest voices, the urgent worries, the looping fragments of the day, they start to lose their power. They lose their clarity. Imagine a radio station you are slowly tuning away from. At first, the music is clear. The voice of the announcer is sharp and defined. You can hear every word, every note. But as you turn the dial, ever so slightly, the signal begins to fray. The words lose their sharp edges. They begin to slur, to soften. The crisp notes of the song start to bleed into a gentle hiss. This is what is happening now within you. That thought about tomorrow, it is still there, but it is no longer a command. It is becoming a murmur. Its edges are blurring. That memory from yesterday, it no longer feels so close. It is like seeing a coastline receding from a departing ship. First the details vanish, then the colors merge. Finally, it is just a faint line on the horizon. This is the great untuning. We are not fighting the noise. We are simply choosing a different frequency, a deeper, quieter one. Listen, the static is becoming less distinct, less demanding. The stories it tells are becoming garbled, like a conversation heard through a thick wall. You can sense the presence of sound, but the meaning dissolves before it can take hold. The emotional charge begins to drain away. A worry becomes just a sound. A plan becomes just a flicker of energy. They are no longer your thoughts. They are just thoughts, drifting signals from distant stations you are no longer tuned to. They are losing their signal strength, fading into the vast, open space between the stations. And in the space they leave behind, the whisper grows clearer. The steady cosmic hum was always there, waiting patiently beneath the noise. It becomes more present, more real. The hiss of a distant signal is now just the gentle white noise of the universe. The ghost of a melody is now just the peaceful rhythm of your own being. The static is not gone. It has just become part of the background, faint, distant, and beautifully unimportant. And so we turn our attention inward, to that subtle current you can feel in the quiet. A gentle vibration, a soft internal hum. It has been with you always, a silent companion just beneath the surface of your thoughts. You have felt it before, in moments of deep peace, or in the stillness of the night. A presence without a form, a sound without a source. What is this quiet energy that resonates at the very center of your being? It deserves a name, not a label to confine it, but a word to honor it, a way to hold it gently in our awareness. Let us call it the cosmic whisper. Now, a whisper often suggests words, secrets spoken softly. But this is not that kind of whisper. This is not a voice that speaks in any language you know. It will not form sentences or offer you guidance in words. It is a whisper only in its nature, in its profound subtlety. It is a whisper in its closeness to you, closer than your own breath. It is a whisper that you feel more than you hear. Its quality is that of a pure, resonant tone. Imagine the sound a single, perfect crystal bowl makes, not when it is struck, but in the long, beautiful moments after, as its vibration dissolves back into silence. It is that unwavering note, a single, steady hum that seems to hold the quiet together, giving it shape and depth. It is a resonance that does not enter through your ears, but rises from within. A vibration you feel in the very marrow of your being, the gentle thrum of the engine of your own consciousness, idling in perfect, effortless stillness. We can think of this tone, this constant vibration, as the sound of awareness itself. It is not a thought, but the silent, empty canvas upon which all thoughts are painted. It is not a feeling, but the quiet, open field in which all feelings arise and pass away, like clouds across a vast and patient sky. Think of it this way. It is the sound of the light being on, not the objects that the light reveals. It is the sound of the river flowing, not the water itself or the stones it passes over. It is the simple, profound, and steady hum of you, simply being, simply aware. And in this understanding, we arrive at a beautiful truth. This cosmic whisper is your own unique signature. If your soul were an instrument, this would be its resting note. It is the fundamental frequency of your personal universe, a sound that belongs only to you, tuned perfectly to the essence of who you are. It is the deep, foundational keynote upon which the entire symphony of your life is played. Every thought, every dream, every sensation, every memory is just a harmony, a fleeting melody layered over this one. True, constant note. Your note. The unchanging center in a world of constant change. The still point of the turning world. So listen for it now. Not with your ears, but with your entire being. Feel its steady, peaceful resonance. This is the sound of your own existence. This is the sound of home. This is the sound of you. And now, we drift. Let the gentle current of your awareness carry you somewhere new, somewhere vast, somewhere silent. We are leaving the familiar landscape behind. We are floating now in the deep, quiet expanse of inner space. Look around you. It is a profound and peaceful darkness, a velvet black dotted with the faint, distant shimmer of sleeping stars. Here, the thoughts that once felt so loud, so urgent, they appear differently. They are not storms or voices anymore. They are meteors. They are comets. Watch one now. A worry about tomorrow streaks across the void, a flash of brilliant, burning light. It seems so important for a moment, so bright. But see how quickly it travels, how it burns itself out against the vastness. And then, it is gone. Another appears, a memory from long ago, a beautiful, slow-moving comet with a long tail of shimmering feeling. It arcs gracefully across your awareness. A silent, magnificent spectacle. It holds your attention, and then it too fades, continuing its journey into the deep. Plans, regrets, questions, hopes, each one a celestial event, a brief, fiery streak in the immense, silent theater of your mind. We can watch them without being carried away by them. We can observe their beauty, their fire, their speed, and we can let them pass. They are visitors here. They are not the space itself. When the last meteor has faded, and the last comet has disappeared over the horizon of your mind, what remains? Listen. Listen with an attention deeper than your ears. Listen to the quiet. This is not an empty silence. It is not a void. It is a presence, a sound that is not a sound. This is the cosmic whisper we have been searching for. It is the profound, resonant hum of space itself, the deep, tonal vibration of the emptiness that holds everything. It is the gentle, steady pulse of the universe within you, the background against which all the flashing lights appear. Feel it. It is a stillness that is alive, a peace that is powerful. This is the sound of the canvas, not the paint. The sound of the stage, not the actors. It is the fundamental quiet from which every thought, every feeling, every star is born. This resonant silence, this cosmic hum, it is the sound of pure potential, the sound of everything that could be, resting in a state of perfect peace. It is the cradle of creation, the quiet breath before the first word, the deep, dark soil from which all things grow. Rest here, in the sound of everything. and nothing at all. Let it hold you. Let it soothe you. This is your home. Let us return to that gentle hum, the cosmic whisper that has been with you all along. As we listen together in this quiet space, let's invite another sense to join us. Let's imagine for a moment that this sound has a color. If you were to paint this quiet hum, what color would you choose from your palette? Allow an image to drift into your awareness. No need to search for it, just let it appear. Perhaps for you it is a deep, velvety indigo, the color of a vast and tranquil midnight sky, a calm so profound it holds the light of distant, sleeping stars within its very fabric, a color you can fall into forever. Or maybe it is something else entirely. Maybe it is a soft, glowing silver, like the gentle path moonlight lays across still water, a light that doesn't announce itself, but simply shimmers, ethereal and endlessly peaceful. There is no right color. There is only your color. Simply notice it. And now, let this color lead you even deeper. Let's explore its texture. How does this sound, this color, feel? Let your sense of touch awaken in the mind. Does it feel smooth, like a polished stone from a silent riverbed? Cool against your awareness, worn into perfect form by the patient flow of time? Solid, ancient, and deeply reassuring? Or is the texture softer? Perhaps it feels like a cool mist settling in a quiet valley at dawn, weightless, with no clear edges, a gentle presence that doesn't press against you, but simply envelops you, a coolness that soothes and dissolves all tension. Feel its unique surface, the smooth stone, or the soft mist, or something else that is yours alone. Stay with that feeling, as it holds you, as it cradles you, in perfect stillness. So, what is this gentle hum, this cosmic whisper we have found together in the quiet? It is not a sound that comes from outside of you. It does not travel through the air to find your ear. Instead, it rises from the deep well of your own being. It is the most intimate sound you will ever know, because this whisper is the sound of you. Imagine your body as a grand and silent concert hall. Within it, a symphony is always playing, just for you. This is the symphony of the self. Your heart provides the rhythm, a steady, faithful beat, the deep, gentle percussion keeping time for life itself. It is not a loud, anxious drum, but a soft, resonant pulse you can feel in the very foundation of your being. Your breath is the woodwind section, an endless melody of air, a gentle flute, weaving in and out, a constant, soothing current of calm. And your nerves, they are the strings. A billion tiny fibers, like the strings of a cello, not tense and sharp, but humming with a low, golden resonance, the quiet vibration of pure awareness. This whisper is the sound of all these instruments playing in perfect, unspoken harmony. A masterpiece of cooperation, a song of balance. This is what it means to hear the hum of life energy. It is the sound of your body, at peace with itself. And within this symphony, we also find the mind. This whisper is the sound of the mind at rest. Think of your thoughts as fallen leaves on the surface of a still forest pond. All day long, the winds of the world, of work, of worry, blow them across the water. They skitter and spin, chasing each other in chaotic circles. But now, as you drift deeper, the wind stills. The leaves cease their frantic dance. They simply float, held by the deep, quiet water, becoming a part of the tranquil scenery. The cosmic whisper is the sound of this profound quiet, the sound of the wind finally dying down inside your mind. It is the hum of a mind that has found its center, its own peaceful, glassy surface, reflecting nothing but the deep, silent sky above, a mind that is not efforting, but simply being. And finally, this whisper is the sound of life flowing without obstruction. It is the sound of your own inner river, a current of vital energy that has run through you since your very first moment. Feel it now, a gentle, unstoppable stream, moving from the core of you, to the tips of your fingers, to the ends of your toes. In this state of deep rest, there are no jagged rocks of tension to break its surface. There are no heavy dams of worry to hold it back. There is only flow, the pure, unimpeded energy of being alive. This is the sound of vitality, the sound of health, the sound of every part of you, working in concert, moving in the same gentle direction, just as nature intended. So listen closely to that soft hum. It is the harmony of your body, the tranquility of your mind, and the ceaseless flow of your own life force. It is the background radiation of your own small universe, the sound of your own existence humming softly, contentedly, in the great, quiet dark. It is the sound of wholeness. It is the sound of you. And there it is, a subtle shift in the atmosphere of your mind. Do you feel it? The constant static, the hum of 1,000 thoughts, has not vanished, but it has retreated. It is now the sound of a distant city, heard from a high, quiet hilltop, a gentle murmur on the very edge of your awareness. It is the echo of waves pulling back from the shore, leaving the sand smooth and still. The noise is no longer the landscape. It is merely a feature far in the distance. Because you are here now, fully present in this quiet, open space. And in this space, the whisper has changed. It is no longer something you are straining to hear. It is no longer a faint signal lost in the noise. It has become a current, a gentle, persistent flow that you can feel. Feel it now, not with your ears, but with your entire being. It is a river of quiet energy moving through the center of you. A silver thread of awareness pulling you gently forward. Before, we were listening for the whisper, searching for it, hoping to catch its faint melody. Now, a new phase of our journey begins, as we learn to follow the whisper. It has transformed from a sound into a path, from a signal into a guide. This is the turning point, the moment we stop being observers on the riverbank and allow ourselves to step into the water. There is no effort required here. In fact, effort would only disturb the stillness. This is an act of release, a gentle surrender to a current that was always there, waiting for you. Imagine yourself as a leaf, placed softly upon the surface of a slow-moving stream. You do not need to swim. You do not need to navigate. You only need to allow, to trust the water to hold you, to trust the current to guide you. This whisper, this current, is the native language of your mind. The rhythm that beats beneath the chaos of the day. It is the pull of your own deep intuition, the quiet compass of your inner world. We are no longer trying to hear a secret. We are now allowing that secret to carry us. With every breath, you settle more deeply into this flow. Every exhale is a release, letting go of the shore. Every inhale is an acceptance, embracing the journey. The static is a distant shoreline growing smaller behind us. The whisper is the vast, calm river ahead. We have moved from seeking to traveling, from listening to flowing. The mystery is no longer a puzzle to be solved, it is a landscape to be explored, and we will explore it together, just by floating, just by following. Let the current take you now, deeper and deeper, into the heart of the quiet. And now, let us reshape this sound together. Let the whisper you hear, this constant, gentle hum, begin to change its form. Imagine it not as air but as water, not a fleeting sound but a slow, wide river, a river of liquid silence flowing from the edge of one dream to another. Its surface is calm, like dark, polished glass, reflecting a sky you've never seen. Its current is ancient and steady, a pull you can trust completely. It moves without effort, without hurry, stretching from horizon to horizon within you. This is the river of the whisper. Now see your awareness, your sense of self, right here, right now. It, too, takes on a new form. It is a small boat, a simple, hollow vessel, not made of wood or steel, but of light and attention. It is as weightless as a fallen leaf, as empty as a held breath, ready to be carried, with the utmost care, gently, so gently. Take this small boat of your awareness and place it upon the water. Feel the moment it touches the surface. There is no splash, no disturbance, just a soft connection, a perfect settling. The boat is now on the river, and you let go. You release the oars. You give up the rudder. There is no need to paddle, no need to steer. There is only the river, and the boat, and the gentle, certain journey. Allow the current to take you. Feel that slow, inevitable drift, carried by a sound that has become a tide, floating on the cosmic whisper, wherever it leads. And now, a gentle push from an unseen shore. We are adrift, the current has found us, and it is kind. Feel the subtle shift as we begin to move. There is no effort required, no paddling, no steering. We are held by the water, this deep, quiet river of the mind. Our vessel is simple, carved from silence and stillness. It rocks gently, a cradle on the surface of a dream. It asks nothing of us, only that we rest within it, that we allow ourselves to be carried. Look to the shore, for it is here, along the gentle currents of recollection, that the past begins to breathe. These are not the frantic thoughts from before. They are not waves crashing against us. They are landscapes, peaceful and distant, observed from the safety of the water. There, a room from long ago. Sunlight spills across a wooden floor, a pattern of light and shadow, dancing. You can almost feel the warmth on your skin, the faint scent of dust and sunlight. It is a perfect captured moment. We see it clearly, yet it is a world away. The boat glides on. We do not stop. We are only passing through. The river bends. A park bench appears beneath a heavy-leafed tree. Two figures sit, their conversation a silent murmur on the breeze. We do not need to hear the words. We feel the warmth of their connection, the ease of a shared afternoon. It is a painting of peace, and we float past its observers. These memories on the riverbank have no power over us here. They cannot pull us from our vessel. They are echoes, flickering scenes in a soft focus film. Further on, a window at dusk, the silhouette of a face, looking out at the rain. A moment of quiet thought, a feeling of solitude, not loneliness, a soft, pensive blue. We honor it with our quiet attention, and then we drift beyond it. Each scene is a bead on a long, beautiful string, a childhood laugh, the taste of a summer fruit, the feeling of cool grass on bare feet. They appear on the shore, offer their gentle light, and then recede. They are not worries to be solved. They are not regrets to be relived. They are paintings in a gallery we are floating past. The river does not judge them, and neither do we. We are simply here, in the boat, on the water, safe, calm, moving with a purpose that is not our own. The scenes recede, like soft echoes. The riverbank softens into mist once more. All that remains is the gentle rocking of the boat, the soft sound of water against its side, the deep, dark, peaceful water, carrying us onward, onward, into the quiet. And here, the journey changes. The river's gentle current slows, it softens, it dissolves. It does not end at a shore, but expands into a vast and silent sea. We have arrived at the inner ocean of being. Feel the stillness here, a quiet so deep it feels like the beginning of everything, a silence that holds no echo, only presence. The water before you is a perfect mirror, a sheet of liquid glass stretching to a horizon you cannot see. It holds no ripples, it carries no waves, it reflects the sky above, a sky of pure, soft light. There are no clouds here, no passing shapes to distract the eye, just an endless, peaceful expanse. This is a place of absolute calm, an ocean of profound depth, yet it feels weightless. A darkness below that is not empty, but full of peace, full of potential. This is a place beyond the flow of time. You are held in this perfect stillness, floating without effort, supported completely, safe, and deeply, deeply at rest. And now, we let go of the surface, the gentle rocking of the waves, the endless chatter of the day. We leave it all behind. Take a soft breath in, and as you release it, feel yourself becoming weightless. There is no effort here, no struggle, just a simple, graceful release. Allow yourself to drift downward, gently, slowly. The sun-drenched world above becomes a distant memory, a shimmering coin of light that shrinks and then winks out. The sounds of the surface world fade with it. They become muffled, distant, a low, humming echo that soon dissolves into silence. You are descending, sinking into the vast, quiet ocean of your own mind, deeper and deeper still. The water around you is not cold. It is cool and calm and holds you completely. The pressure here is not a weight, it is an embrace, a steady, reassuring presence that tells you you are safe, you are held. Down here, there is only a profound and peaceful dark, a velvet stillness. This is the silent cathedral of your inner world, a space untouched by the noise and the hurry, a place of absolute peace. And as we settle into the stillness, you begin to notice them. At first, just a faint glimmer in the corner of your awareness. Then another, and another. Soft, bioluminescent lights begin to emerge from the deep. They are not harsh or bright. They are gentle points of light, drifting in the serene darkness. Some are tiny, pulsing embers of thought, dormant ideas, seeds of starlight, the novel you thought about writing, the song you heard in a dream, a solution to a problem you had long forgotten. They float here, patiently, waiting. And look over there. You see warm, gentle blooms of amber and gold. These are your forgotten joys, each one a glowing pearl of a memory, the feeling of sunshine on your face as a child, the sound of a loved one's laughter echoing softly in the deep. A moment of simple, perfect contentment that you thought was lost to time. It is not lost, it is here, glowing warmly, a part of your inner landscape. And then you see the others, faint, shimmering threads of silver light. They weave through the darkness like slow-moving currents. They are not points of light, they are pathways. They are the quiet currents of your intuition, your gut feelings, the knowing without knowing why. They are your own true north, shining softly in the deep. This is the world beneath the waves. It is not empty. It is not dark. It is filled with your own gentle light, a quiet galaxy of dormant dreams, cherished moments, and profound wisdom. And here, in this peaceful abyss, surrounded by the soft glow of your own being, you can simply float. You can simply be. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go, just the quiet drift through the silent, starlit waters of your soul. And now, a change, a slow, gentle lift. The weight of the deep ocean begins to fade. You are rising, a single bubble of awareness ascending through the quiet blue. The pressure releases its hold on you, little by little. The deep indigo of the subconscious sea softens to silver. You approach the surface, a shimmering membrane between worlds, and you pass through it, without a sound, without a ripple. The last drops of liquid thought slide away into memory, and you are free. We have left the ocean behind, and now we are drifting in the cosmic expanse. There is no up, there is no down, only a vast velvet stillness all around you. You are weightless, a traveler in the quiet night of your own mind. Above, below, and within you is an endless tapestry of sleeping suns. They are not bright or harsh. They are soft glows, distant embers of forgotten days. Each star, a tiny silent lighthouse in the great dark. You drift on currents of pure peace, a slow cosmic river carrying you through constellations of your own making. Your breath is the solar wind, a gentle push in this sea of tranquility. There is no need to move. There is no destination. There is only this effortless float, this silent dance among the diamonds of your inner universe. Each flicker of light, a distant whisper. Each nebula, a cloud of unspoken dreams. You are a part of this sky, not just an observer. You are woven into its fabric, a single thread of light in an infinite design. Just drift. Now let us turn our gaze upward, not to the sky, you know, but to the vast velvet expanse within, the inner cosmos. Here the stars are not distant suns. They are points of pure feeling. They are the quiet truths of your own being, and they form constellations of the soul. Look closely. There, in the softest part of the darkness, you can trace the shape of peace. It is not a hunter, or a queen, or a great bear. It is a slow, meandering river of light, each star a single, smooth stone on the riverbed, glowing with a gentle, silver-blue hue. This light does not flash or demand attention. It simply hums, a low, steady note of stillness. It is the light of a quiet harbor after a long journey, the feeling of a cool hand on a warm forehead. This is the constellation of peace. It flows through you, washing away the noise, leaving only calm in its wake. Now allow your gaze to drift, just to the side of that gentle river. You will find the light of kindness. This constellation is not a single shape. It is a circle of warm, golden stars, like hands gently held. Each star sends a soft pulse of light to its neighbor, a silent, rhythmic exchange, a shared warmth that grows in the giving. The light from this circle feels like a soft blanket, like the first rays of morning sun. It is a light that connects. It reminds you that you are not alone in this inner sky. We are all connected by these threads of light. This is the heart's own constellation, shining with the simple grace of compassion. And from there, your inner eye is drawn to a wonder, the nebula of creativity. It is not a fixed pattern of stars. It is a swirling cloud of vibrant potential. Colors you have never named drift and blend. Deep indigos melt into shimmering violet. Sparks of emerald and magenta ignite and fade, like ink dropped into water. New shapes form in every moment. A flower of light blooms and becomes a spiral galaxy. A whispered song takes the shape of a bird. This is not a silent light. It sings with the music of what could be, the thrill of a new idea, the joy of making something from nothing. It is the birthplace of dreams, a constant, beautiful and effortless unfolding. Finally, we anchor our gaze. At the very center of your inner sky, there burns the constellation of strength. It does not take the form of a weapon or a shield. It is an ancient tree, made of steady bronze light. Its roots run deep into the darkness. Holding it firm, its branches reach into every corner of your inner world. The light is not bright or harsh. It is a deep, enduring glow, a light that has weathered storms, a light that knows its own core. It is the quiet confidence of the mountain, the resilience of the seed that pushes through stone. This constellation is your anchor, your unwavering center. It does not shout. It simply is, and in its presence you know you are whole, you are capable, you are enough. These are your stars: peace, kindness, creativity, strength. They are always here, shining for you, in the quiet cosmos of the mind. Listen. Listen closely now. Can you feel a shift in the quiet? A change in the texture of the silence? The cosmic whisper is not as it was. It is beginning to gather itself, to find a new form. The soft, steady hum of the void is clearing, and something else is beginning to emerge from the stillness. It is no longer just a single, distant sound. It has evolved. What we are hearing now is the beginning of the symphony, because each constellation we have traced in our inner sky is not silent. Each point of light, each glowing thread of connection carries a sound, a gentle vibration, the constellation of your deepest memories. It hums with a low, gentle tone, like the soft resonance of a cello string, remembering every song it has ever played. It is a note of warmth, of all that has been, the constellation of your quiet hopes. It shimmers with a different sound, a high, clear note, like a single crystal bell struck softly in a vast, empty cathedral. It is a sound that does not demand attention, but simply exists, a beacon of pure, gentle light, the constellation of peace of this very moment. It emits a steady, peaceful drone, the sound of your own breathing, the sound of stillness itself. It is the anchor point of the entire composition, the foundation upon which all other notes rest. These are not separate sounds playing at random. Feel how they begin to find each other in the darkness. They weave together, they harmonize, creating a chord that has never been heard before, and will never be heard again. This is the sound we call the music of the inner spheres. It is the song of your unique consciousness, the symphony of your own personal universe. Each constellation adds its own gentle note to the overall harmony. The soft glow of gratitude, the distant echo of laughter, the quiet strength of resilience. They are all instruments in this celestial orchestra, and together they are composing a lullaby, a beautiful, impossibly complex lullaby, a song spun from starlight and silence, crafted from the very essence of you. There is nothing to analyze, nothing to understand. There is only listening. Allow this gentle music to fill the space behind your eyes. Let the harmony wash over you. Each note is a soft blanket. Each melody is a gentle hand, soothing you. This is the true background noise of your mind, not a whisper, but a symphony, a sacred personal song, playing only for you as you drift deeper and deeper into the peaceful dark. And now, let us find a point of stillness. Among this velvet expanse, this gentle scatter of light, allow your awareness to simply drift. These other lights, they may flicker and dance, faint signals from a day now gone, memories, dreams, distant echoes. Let them be. Let them fade into the soft background of the night. because your focus is being drawn elsewhere. Search without searching. Look without effort. Let your attention settle upon a single star. There. Do you feel it more than you see it? One point of light that shines differently. It does not flicker. It does not waver. It glows with a quiet, steady brilliance, a silver anchor in a sea of shifting sparks. This is not just another thought. This is not an echo. This is the heart of the observatory, the core of your being. This is your own pure awareness, silent, peaceful, untouched by the cosmic dust of the day. Its light is not hot, nor is it cold. It is simply present. A constant, gentle luminescence. It has always been there, waiting patiently behind the clouds of thought. It asks nothing of you. It simply shines. This is the source of the quiet, the origin of peace. Let your attention rest here, on this single, unwavering star. Feel its stillness resonate within you. Its silence is not an absence of sound. It is a presence, a deep, knowing calm. This is the quiet harbor, the true you, forever calm, forever bright. And now, a gentle shift in the currents of your mind, a subtle pull, a silent invitation. It comes from that one steady star, the one we found at the very heart of your inner sky. You feel yourself beginning to move, not through effort, not through will. This is a journey of surrender. You are simply being drawn, floating on a silent, invisible river that flows only in one direction, toward the light. And so, our gentle journey inward begins. There is no resistance here, no struggle. You are a feather on the breath of the universe, carried home. Each moment is effortless. Each moment brings you closer. As we drift, notice the sounds around you. The grand orchestra of your inner world, it begins to change. The complex symphony of thought, of memory, of feeling. It starts to quiet. The many instruments, the countless melodies, they do not vanish. They simply recede. They offer their notes to the silence and fall away, one by one, like distant echoes fading on the wind. The music of the spheres begins to simplify. The intricate harmonies resolve. The competing rhythms find a single, steady pulse. What was once a chorus of 1,000 voices now becomes a single perfect tone. A low, resonant hum that you feel more than you hear. It is the sound of pure focus, the sound of homecoming. Now let your gaze soften. Look to the periphery of your awareness. The other stars, the constellations of old worries, the nebulas of tomorrow. They are beginning to fade. Their light softens. Their sharp points blur into a gentle, velvet backdrop. They are still part of your sky, but they no longer demand your attention. Their stories are for another time. Tonight there is only this path, this steady golden light ahead. This one star becomes your entire universe. And as the other lights dim, a new kind of peace arrives. This peace is deeper than before. It has a weight to it, a gentle, reassuring gravity. It is the stillness of a deep forest, the quiet of a world covered in fresh snow. It is a peace that settles not just on you, but in you. A warmth that spreads from your very core, pushing out any remaining chill. This is the feeling of absolute rightness, the silent knowledge that you are exactly where you need to be. The star ahead grows larger, not in a blinding, brilliant way. It grows warmer, more welcoming, like a familiar hearth seen from across a dark field. Its light doesn't pierce the darkness. It transforms it, turning the deep indigo of your inner space into a soft, comforting twilight. The journey is almost complete. We are drifting through the final, silent currents. The single pure note of your being hums in perfect clarity. The light of your own core star is here to welcome you. bathing you in a peace that feels like a return. A return to the very source of yourself. And so, you arrive. The long, slow drift comes to an end. You feel it before you see it. A change in the texture of the silence. A presence that calms the space around you. This is the star, but it is not the fire of a sun you were told about. It is not the rage of a celestial furnace. There is no burning here, no fury, no roar of cosmic energy. Instead, there is a glow, like a perfect, silent pearl suspended in the velvet dark, a sphere of spun warmth, a heart of liquid gold, beating with a rhythm so slow, so deep, it is almost stillness itself. The light it casts is not blinding, it is a knowing light. It doesn't illuminate to expose, it illuminates to reveal. It touches you not with heat, but with acceptance. A soft, honeyed light that sees the shape of you and finds it perfect. You drift closer into its gentle atmosphere. The warmth is unconditional. It is the warmth of a sunbeam on a cool morning. The feeling of being held in a place beyond all judgment. It asks for nothing. It expects nothing. It simply is. And by being, it welcomes you. You have reached the core of the quiet, a sanctuary of light within. There is no movement here, not even the whisper of a thought. The endless static of the mind, the cosmic whisper we have been tracing. It goes silent here. Because this is its source and its destination, a place of absolute stillness, a pool of perfect peace without a single ripple. You are floating in the center of your own universe, held in the steady, gentle grace of your own inner light. This warmth is your warmth. This silence is your silence. You are not a visitor here. You are home. And now a change begins. A subtle invitation. The light before you is no longer a destination to be reached. It is a presence to be felt. It extends a soft, weightless hand, and you, without thinking, without deciding, reach back. There is no boundary to cross. There is only a gentle, slow dissolving. The line that once defined you, the very edge of your awareness, it begins to soften. It blurs like a drop of ink meeting clear water. A slow, beautiful diffusion. The idea of you and the light feels distant now, a memory from another time. Where do you end? Where does it begin? The question itself seems to melt away, unimportant. There is no longer an observer, and a thing being observed. There is only the experience itself. You are not feeling the warmth upon your skin. You have become the warmth, a gentle, radiating heat that has no center and no edge. It is the substance of your new form. You are not seeing the soft, golden glow. You are the glow, a quiet, steady luminescence that illuminates nothing but itself, a peace that is not a feeling you have, but the very medium in which you exist. You are this peace. This is the state of pure being. A river returning to the sea, finally remembering it was always made of water. And it is here, in this boundless, peaceful space, that you finally understand the sound. The whisper is no longer a mystery. It is no longer a distant signal you are trying to tune, because the sound is not coming to you. It is resonating from you. That soft, cosmic hum. It is the vibration of your own stillness. It is the sound of your own inner universe, finally at rest. The gentle thrum of your own being, unobscured by thought. The whisper was never a message from the void. It was the voice of your own deep, quiet self. It was always here, waiting for you to become quiet enough to hear it from the inside. You are the source, you are the stillness, and you are the whisper. This quiet symphony you have discovered within, this gentle coherence of mind, body, and breath, is not merely a path to silence. It is not a prelude. You must understand, it is the silence itself. We have been taught to imagine silence as a void, an empty room where the furniture of sound has been removed, a blank canvas, stark and white. We think of it as a subtraction, a quiet that is defined only by what it lacks. We chase an absence and wonder why it feels so hollow. But that is the silence of loneliness, not the silence of peace. The stillness you are drifting into now is something else entirely, something rich and resonant and alive. And so let us explore this new territory, the profound fullness of true silence. It is not an emptiness, but a deep and abiding presence. It is the resonant quiet of a grand cathedral long after the last hymn has faded, the very stones still humming with devotion. It is the powerful stillness of a deep forest in winter, so dense with unspoken life that you can feel the slow, steady pulse of the earth beneath the snow. Imagine the stillness of a vast mountain lake at dawn. Its surface is a perfect, unbroken mirror. It does not erase the world, it holds it. It reflects the entire infinite sky in its quiet embrace. The mountains, the stars, the first blush of light. Nothing is missing. Everything is present, held in perfect, silent harmony. This is the silence you are becoming, a consciousness so vast and still that it can hold the whole of your experience without a single ripple. This is the silence of perfect balance. Think of a master's sculpture. Not a single chip of stone is out of place. It is a wholeness so complete, so utterly self-contained, that nothing can be added, and nothing needs to be taken away. Its beauty is in its perfect, silent form. Every part of you is now finding its rightful place in your own inner masterpiece. Every current of thought and feeling has found its way home, merging into the same tranquil sea. And in this state of seamless fullness, a wonderful thing happens. The frantic chatter of the mind simply ceases. A worried mind is a landscape of jagged edges, a terrain of hooks and hollows where anxieties can catch and take root. But your inner world now is a smooth, polished stone, a sphere of unbroken calm. There are no cracks for doubt to seep in, no rough surfaces for fear to cling to. A thought may arise. It may drift by like a single wisp of cloud in a boundless blue sky. But it finds no home here. It finds no conflict to engage with, no problem to solve. It is not pushed away. It is not fought against. It is simply observed with a gentle curiosity, and it dissolves. It dissolves back into the calm from which it came, like a single drop of rain returning to the ocean. Why? Because you are already complete. You are already whole. There is no perceived lack for a thought to promise to fill. There is no inner friction for a thought to try and smooth over. The mind, in its search for problems, finds only peace. And so, it too becomes peaceful. It lays down its tools. It rests. This is the peace that is not the opposite of noise, but the source from which all harmonious sound is born. It is a stillness that is not empty, but pregnant with a quiet, powerful potential. A silence so profound, it feels like the universe is breathing with you. A silence that is not the absence of something, but the undeniable presence of everything, unified, peaceful, and perfectly, wonderfully still. And now, we begin the final descent. The journey inward finds its quietest current. The path dissolves behind you. There is only this gentle, downward flow. Feel the world recede, like a shoreline seen from a boat sailing into the mist. The details soften. The colors blend into a single, peaceful hue. There is no effort required here, none at all. You are being carried, held by a current of profound tranquility. Let your physical form become a memory, a pleasant, distant thought. Feel a warmth begin to bloom, a slow, liquid gold, spreading from the center of your chest. It flows into your shoulders, releasing them. It pours down your arms, all the way to your fingertips, a gentle, glowing heat. This warmth is safety. This warmth is home. And here, in this profound quiet, the anchor of gravity begins to fade. You are becoming weightless, lighter than a feather, lighter than a breath. Imagine each limb, each part of you, gently untethering from the world, floating in a space of perfect comfort, suspended in a soft, endless dark. This is the freedom of deep rest. The thoughts that remain are no longer sharp. They are like clouds, drifting far overhead, formless and slow. They cast no shadows here. They have no weight. You can watch them pass, without attachment, without interest. They are not you. They are simply weather in a distant sky. This is the essence of that cosmic whisper. It is no longer a sound from without. It has become the feeling from within. It is the hum of your own inner universe finding its equilibrium, the silent vibration of utter peace. It is the feeling of warmth in your veins, the sensation of floating in serene silence. It's the language of pure being, spoken without a single word. You are not a body in a bed. You are a presence in the quiet. You are not your name, not your history. You are this feeling of warmth, this sense of being held, this gentle, weightless drift. There is nothing to do, nothing to solve, nowhere else you need to be. You have arrived at the very heart of stillness, the quiet harbor of the self. Let the last vestiges of the day dissolve like salt in a warm sea. There is only this moment, this peace, this deep, unending calm. Allow yourself to merge with it completely, to become the stillness, to become the quiet. Drift now, float, and sleep deeply. And now, let the starlight soften, let the infinite ocean recede to a distant, silent shore. We can release these beautiful pictures now, letting them dissolve like breath on a cold window pane. They have served their purpose. The journey outward is complete, and the journey inward has found its destination. What is left is not the image, but the echo, not the light, but the warmth it left behind. The cosmic whisper is no longer a sound you can hear. It is a feeling you inhabit, a gentle, resonant hum that has settled deep within your being, a current of pure tranquility. Feel the soft glow it creates, a warmth that begins in the very center of you and spreads outward like slow, golden light. A warmth that meets the gentle comfort of your blankets until they become one and the same. There is no longer a distinction between the peace within you and the comfort surrounding you. It is all one beautiful, seamless state of being. And as this feeling deepens, your awareness comes to rest solely on the physical sensation of your body, the gentle, pleasant weight of your limbs, surrendering completely to the surface that holds you. You are sinking. But there is no fear. You are melting. But you remain whole. You are simply letting go. Feel how the bed rises to meet you, cradling every part of you in perfect, unwavering support. There is no effort left, no tension to hold, just the simple, profound reality of this moment, this warmth, this weight, this quiet. The whisper has become stillness, and the stillness is ready for sleep. And so, the cosmic whisper finally fades into silence. The quiet hum at the center of your mind has told its beautiful story. It recedes now, like the softest echo disappearing in a vast, empty cathedral. It pulls away, a silent silver tide retreating from a shore of endless sand, leaving behind only a profound stillness, a perfect velvet peace that blankets everything. There is nothing left to decipher now, nothing left to hear or hold or understand. The journey through the sound is complete, the listening is done. All that remains is the gentle, final descent into comfort, the soft, graceful landing into the deepest slumber you can imagine. And so, we simply let go. Letting go of every word you have heard tonight, letting go of every thought that tries to hold on for a moment longer, letting go of every image that flickers behind your tired eyes. Allow them all to dissolve completely, without any effort from you. Like a single snowflake landing on a warm, still lake, here for a perfect moment and then gone forever, vanishing without a trace, without a sound, leaving only a feeling of clean, quiet, open space, leaving only you at peace. And in this quiet, open space, a new awareness arises. It is the feeling of drifting, a slow, effortless movement into pure comfort. Your body feels impossibly light. Your mind feels perfectly free, gently drifting on a slow, invisible river of peace, carried softly toward the heart of tranquility. There is nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to do, only this, just drifting, softly, slowly and serenely drifting, drifting. And as you drift, the sensation deepens, transforming, and you begin to float, utterly weightless, perfectly serene, suspended in calm, floating in a warm, dark, and infinite space of pure potential. You are completely safe here. Completely supported by the gentle stillness all around you. Nothing can hold you back now. No tension can possibly weigh you down. You are boundless. You are unbound. You are free. Simply floating. So peacefully, so easily, you are floating. Floating. And in this wonderful floating, you discover true, profound rest. Not just stillness, but a total and complete rest. A wave of release that travels through you, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. Every muscle softens and lets go completely. Every nerve settles into a state of deep, resonant calm. Your body is resting. Your mind is resting. Your very soul is resting. Completely and deeply and finally resting. Just resting. Resting. And this perfect, effortless rest is the open doorway to sleep. Deep, healing, restorative sleep awaits you. You are standing on the gentle threshold now. You can feel the peace of sleep welcoming you, like an old friend. Inviting you to cross over into its gentle embrace, there is no resistance, only a willing surrender. You are now sleeping, so peacefully, sleeping, so deeply, sleeping, sleeping, drifting, and floating, and resting, and sleeping, drifting, floating, resting, sleeping, sleep now, just sleep now, sleep. And so, you are here, floating in the quiet space between thoughts. The cosmic whisper is no longer a mystery. It is your companion, the hum of your own universe, now a gentle, soothing lullaby. You have learned that true silence is not the absence of sound, but the presence of perfect harmony. Carry this profound peace with you into your dreams. May they be as vast and beautiful as the cosmos itself. Thank you for journeying with us tonight. Subscribe for more explorations into the landscapes of sleep. Now, rest. Just rest.